Well, welcome one and all to Coventry United TV once again here on the 27th of December. You all had a fantastic Christmas and a lovely Boxing Day. I certainly did, seeing the Sky Blues win 1-0 against Swansea yesterday. Well done to Frank and the boys. And we've got a bit of a light show here. The floodlights have just been switched on at the Oval, the temporary home of Nuneaton Town. And here come the players for this blockbuster match. It's first versus seventh, but it's oh so much more than that. The two pre-season favourites, Nuneaton, have been able to match the expectations. Coventry United at the moment are still just outside the playoffs, but there is a long way to run in this season. Let's get into the starting lineups now, kicking off with our hosts of Nuneaton Town, starting for the Borough this afternoon. Number 1, Brandon Back. 2, Kai Thomas. 3, Callum Carsley. 4, the captain, Corey Carrivers. Number 6, Luiso Recchi. 8, Dex Sommel. Number 9, Kyle Jardine. 11, James Harrison. 14, Issa Sawyers. 15, Aaron Brown. And number 18, Charlie Jones. Substitutes for the Borough: number 7, Stuart Hendry. 10, Aaron Williams. 16, Danico Johnson. 19, Sahel Yassen. And number 20, Justin Marsden. And for Coventry United, just one change to the Red and Greens lineup. Number 1, Dan Moore. 2, Harry Sawyer. 3, Danny Fraser. 4, Adam Miles. 5, Steph Morley, the captain. Number 6, Luke Downs. Number 7, Charlie Shaw. Number 8, Cody Mullen, the former Nuneaton boy. Number 9, Ryan Harkin. Number 10, Charlie Faulkner. And number 11, Cameron Dunn. On the bench for the Red and Greens this afternoon, number 12, Sam Ellis. 14, Riley DeVoyle. Number 15, Randy Osei. 16, Lewis Wilson. And for one night only, a Christmas treat for you, Red and Green Army, Benji Adamarco is back in the United squad as part of his two-way deal with Rugby Borough.
Number 18, Charlie Jones. Substitutes for Nuneaton Town: number 7, Stuart Hendry. Number 10, Aaron Williams. Number 16,
Coventry United in their usual strip of red shirts with green and black, red shorts and red socks. And Nuneaton in their famous blue and white.
Ahead of the game, we would like to mark the recent sad passing of former Nuneaton Borough player Mick Thurman, who was a regular for the team in the 1980s and early 1990s.
There will be a minute's silence to commemorate the sad loss of a former Nuneaton Town player. We offer our respects and condolences from everyone at Coventry United as we will go silent for the next 60 seconds. Right, on to the fun stuff. The reason we're here, 90 minutes of United Counties League action. Nuneaton Town, the leaders. Coventry United, the challengers. And it will be the Borough to kick things off with Dex Sommel on the ball. And United will be kicking from left to right, where we are in the Peter Randall Terrace. Place where I frequented many a time during my 6 months at Bedford United. And for now, the home of Nuneaton Town before their long-awaited return to Nuneaton in the near future. There's a bumper crowd as we get the action underway. We were told potentially up to 1,000 people. I don't think we've quite hit that mark today, but there's certainly no room in the main stand over on the far side. It's out for a throw-in on the far side there with Kai Thomas shepherding it out in front of Terry Anderson and Luke Morton. Their first encounter with Nuneaton. The two sides did link up in the League Cup early this season under the temporary stewardship of Jamie Bakaski at the time. A narrow 1-0 defeat for the Red and Greens on that occasion. And the Nuneaton attack ends with a throw-in has been indicated. It looked to me as if it just went the other side of the flag, but it has been given as a throw and an early chance for Nuneaton to stamp their authority at the Oval. It's hooked in and nodded towards the near post by Aaron Brown, the gargantuan centre mid. It won't be causing Dan Moore any sleepless nights. 42 years old, Aaron Brown, still moves like a teenager. And the offside flag raised against Ryan Harkin. They're going to need Harkin in form this afternoon. Cameron Dunn too. Charlie Faulkner starting on the left wing in that attack. Charlie Shaw behind with Cody Mullen, the former Nuneaton man who scored on his debut for the Red and Greens. He's alongside Luke Downs, replacing Riley DeVoyle this afternoon. It's hooked on towards Ryan Harkin. Thomas is tracking back. Charlie Faulkner just getting a toe to it. He's appealing there. It took a final touch off the number 2. But it will go out for a goal kick, despite the appeals of the United management team. United looking for payback after that League Cup defeat. So they say that revenge is best served cold. Well, it's there's no other way of serving it today. It is freezing. Proper December day in Bedworth. Although it's not particularly warm in Bedworth during the summer months. And the cross in towards Ryan Harkin on the volley. And well held by Brandon Back. Harkin, the top scorer, looking to implement himself in front of goal. And I don't think that he's going to make an early change there, but the substitutes board being adjusted. And Callum Carsley, the former United man, giving it away cheaply to Cameron Dunn, but neat slide in to recover. And away by Charlie Jones. Here's Issa Sawyers on the right wing, covered up by the former Rugby Borough left back Danny Fraser. Thomas headed on by Jardine, who got that winning goal in the League Cup. And Morley, the skipper for the day, the former Manchester United trainee, recovers, and it's back with Dan Moore. Chris Cox is serving the second of a 4-match suspension. Riley DeVoyle on the bench as well, the vice-captain, so Morley is entrusted with the armband, the senior star of the United lineup. Header on by Jardine, and Sawyer flicks it away from the attentions of James Harrison, and serious connection from behind from Charlie Faulkner on Kyle Jardine. They're coming back for more. Here is Jardine receiving from Carivers. Jones and Sawyers couldn't bring it to feet. Dan Moore with a grateful gather within his penalty area. Former Worcester City shot stopper. And there it goes from Moore. Faulkner is the target. He's got Thomas for company. Wins that aerial battle, but he loses the war. It's collected by Liuso Recchi, who's shepherded it into touch. And good strength on show to keep Harkin at bay. Recchi, a long-time servant of Rugby Town. So right in the opposite corner, Coventry United will try and retrieve the ball in a dangerous position, and they have done momentarily through Cody Mullen, but it's headed back by Carsley, the son of former Coventry City man and England manager Lee Carsley. Here's Brandon Back. The target is Sawyers. Won't reach him back to the head of Luke Downs. Return on a two-way deal from Rugby Borough this season. Carivers. Headed back where it came from by Steph Moyler. Again, a head tennis going on here. And it's carried on by Jones, eventually brought down. Charlie Jones looks left for the run of James Harrison, and Harrison in a race against time, and Harry Sawyer has got there first. And Carsley pinballs around the back, and Harry Sawyer, there was no strong option up front, so United are going to build from the back. Here's Adam Miles. Got that winning goal against his old club Newport Pagnell a few games ago, always dangerous at corners. Now Morley. That's a delightful ball down the left for Danny Fraser. A tad too forceful. Hands in the back on Danny Fraser. United will get the free kick. Issa Sawyer's the man who gave away the free kick, and it will be about 15 yards into Borough turf. Danny Fraser, who's got a serious cross on him. It is Fraser. Was looking for Cody Mullen. The defender does enough. Out on this near side with Cameron Dunn. Headed up by Brown. And Adam Miles heads it up and away. Not what he was looking for at all. It's trapped in the corner. Can they even find their way out? Yes, they can. Drilled into safety by Brown. Stabbed up by Sawyers. Slices off the boot of Harry Sawyer. Touches it into the path of Downs. Fraser passes it into fresh air down the right wing. And it will be a Borough throw-in on the edge of their own penalty area. 6.5 minutes gone here at the Oval. Nuneaton Town 0, Coventry United 0. Oh, it's certainly a day for thermal flasks and woolly hats. Is it a day for goals for Charlie Faulkner? Back, making himself look big and just getting the underarm to it, but he may have hurt himself in the process. And Nuneaton do not have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. The bench consisting of Stu Hendry, Aaron Williams, Danico Johnson, Saho Yassen and Justin Marsden. And it appears, is it a head injury? Or if it is, then the referee was duty bound to stop the game. So there will be a brief pause, and this is not what Coventry United wanted. Their last game against Yaxley, the game was stopped for over 6 minutes due to a serious injury to a Yaxley player. The back seems okay. He's a tough cookie. He's not going to let an incident like that stop him from making an impact in this grandest of occasions. Of course, you know what's going on around the grounds in the United Counties League. 2 games kicked off early. Histon against Amesbury being one of them. Both of these teams will want to see what the Stoots are up to. And it's, well, they're currently losing 2-1 at home to Amesbury. And it finished 0-0 between Daventry and Lutterworth. And an early goal for Leicester Nirvana against Ayleston Park. So the playoff contenders at the moment are faltering. Short towards that near post. Return to sender by Carrithers, but Dex Summel sticking a boot in, sending it out for the throw-in level with the area. And Charlie Shaw, the former Highgate man, has scored more goals than anyone under Terry Anderson's stewardship. 6 now, I believe, counting the goal against Yaxley. It's a towering header away by Recchi, and the free kick is given. United getting a little too handsy. There are a few Premier League fixtures as well. In the early kick-off, Manchester City 2-1 winners at a rejuvenated Nottingham Forest. Brentford have already taken the lead against a struggling Bournemouth. That's where Arsenal host Brighton and Hove Albion. Victor Gyökeres' old club. Burnley against Everton. Everton side without Jack Grealish. Liverpool against Wolves. And West Ham versus Fulham. The late kick-off, Chelsea against Aston Villa. I think we're all back in Chelsea in that one. Not just because we love Frank Lampard, but just because we hate the Villa. And Mullen barged off the ball by Charlie Jones, but the whistle had already blown for an infringement from Ryan Harkin. Sending Recchi to the deck, and the walking apartment building that is Aaron Brown will take this free kick. Stands at 6'8". Would make Peter Crouch feel small. And in fact, Brown is going to leave it for Back, who I'm glad to say has dusted off the cobwebs. He seems raring to go after that earlier injury scare. Former Coventry United management pair, Russell Dodds and Darren Acton, animated on the touchline. They want to see this ball fly in the back of the net. It's towards Jardine. Thought about the overhead kick. Control takes it to Shaw, who clears well. Brown and Callum Carsey looking to march his way past Mullen. And it is sent out off the former Nuneaton midfielder for a Borough throw on the fringes of the Coventry area. Carsey will take one timer, a red and green himself. Floated in by Jones and the outstretched boot of Sawyer with minimal contact. And it's away by the United number 1. Has been keeping clean sheets for fun recently. And it won't be an easy task here. United have got the throw from that goal kick. The header out by Thomas. Mullen scoops it down the left. Here's Charlie Faulkner encased in the corner. And with Recchi for company, Aaron Brown nods it towards the touchline. It's kept in by Recchi. And Faulkner will let it bounce out. But Brandon Back, I think, had that one covered. Just need to be a bit more clear with the communication. Shaw stumbles under the pressure of Sawyers. And it's cleared as far as the centre circle. Adam Miles will get United driving again. A star of the team, not just for his defensive ability, but also for his passing attributes. Getting United on the attacking momentum. For now, it's back with Dan Moore. Trickles back to Miles. He's looking for Cameron Dunn. Offside calls against Dunn. Fall on deaf ears. It's done on the right-hand side of the penalty area, covered off by Callum Carsley. And Charlie Shaw, via a deflection, loops it over. 12 gone at the Oval in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Nuneaton Town 0, Coventry United 0. They're saying that Nuneaton have already won one league and top another in just over 18 months of reformation. Is a fantastic testament to the hard work of everyone at the club. They want to go one step further this season. It's headed away at the near post by Carsley. First line cross from Dunn. Back sees it coming. And Charlie Faulkner leapt in front of him, but it is Back who brings it down. Jardine just got his bonds to it in front of Steph Morley. And here comes Harrison, swabbing across him is Dunn. Harrison's still got it. It's Harrison for the opening goal, charged down by Downs. And a second strike from Summel. Cannons off Cody Mullen. Well, United have had a good sustained spell of pressure, but now Nuneaton are reminding the Red and Greens they are firmly in this match. Downs, Fraser. Harkin trying to get the glancing header on, but beaten from behind by Recchi, but United tapping it around, tiki-taka in show. And it is blasted out for a United throw, although the Nuneaton field should have gone their way. Difficult to tell from this side of the field, so we'll have to take the linesman's word for it. Mullen to Harkin. Covered off by Thomas, down line with Danny Fraser cutting inside. Shaw was waiting for it, but it's intercepted by a speeding Loyiso Recchi. Looking to dance around Mullen. Sawyer. Held up somewhat by Morley. Recchi plays it down the right for the goal machine, Kyle Jardine. That's he's jockeyed out of position by Luke Downs. Here's Morley, the skipper. Deft ball down the left flank, and it's with Danny Fraser looking to the right, and Ryan Harkin somehow finds his way over Aaron Brown, and Ryan Harkin fires it in! Stunned silence at the Oval, Ryan Harkin. Floating ball over the man-mountain Aaron Brown. One-on-one with Brandon Back, and a powerful finish to send it screaming into the net. And Harkin, you could tell, that felt good. United take the first step at the Oval, but there's a long way to go. The Red and Greens lead by 1-0. And guess who? And the Nuneaton have only lost once in the league this season at home. They have a strong record at the Oval. They have done since they moved in last summer. So don't count out the Borough just yet. It's a long ball from midfield. Adam Miles headed up by Dex Sommel. High kick from Callum Carsey, but Sawyer's dealt with that one. And out for the throw, Aaron Brown, who got caught out for the goal. Takes the throw to Back. And in fairness to Back, he tried to race out to meet Harkin, but there was nothing he could do. And it's a chip ball for Jardine. Shoves Adam Miles aside. Jardine for a quick reply. Side netting. Well, no further goals in the United Counties League just yet. And they've had an hour at Histon where they're losing 2-1 at home to Ainsbury, who Coventry United edged past before their trip to Dublin. And Charlie Shaw drilling it against Issa Sawyer, and no complaints that time. It will be a United throw just in front of the technical area, which houses Russell Dodds and Darren Acton, penning for the thoughts of the former United managers at this time. On by Fraser, headed back right came from by Recchi, and Fraser will leave it. This time it's in front of the opposite dugout. Terry Anderson and Luke Morton, who ironically were replaced by Dodds and Acton way back when. Recently been brought back to the club. They've won 5 of their 6 matches since returning to the dugout. Only that 1-0 defeat at Northampton Chenocks blotches their pretty stellar record. And Downs and Dunn trying to beat the offside trap here. And there's a collision between Recchi and Dunn. And the referee doesn't want to know. Dunn gaining a step on the former Rugby Town centre-back, hitting the floor. With the referee convinced there was not enough contact. So it's back. And Luke Downs not known for his heading ability, but he did well there. And he's struggling to break down the United midfield. They've got the advantage. They want to keep it. Downs switches the play to Charlie Faulkner. Looks for the overlap on Danny Fraser. Was there a chip on the way through from Thomas? Yes, there was. A belated call from the referee. 18 gone at the Oval in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Nuneaton Town 0, Coventry United 1. Ryan Harkin with the opening strike. Every outfield player in the Nuneaton half. Can Coventry United extend the advantage and get themselves some breathing? Danny Fraser with the accuracy of a sniper from these positions. Well, that was a misfire from Danny Fraser, shall we say. Easily collected by the first man, but the Red Greens coming back for more. Fraser, that's better. Charlie Shaw onto Cameron Dunn. Faulkner was waiting. Cross blocked off by Luisa Recchi, sent high into the sky by Fraser. Out comes back. That's his ball all day long. And he doesn't want to rush things here. He's got Carsey to his left, but he's going to go for the more measured approach. Down it goes, down the heart of the artificial pitch at the Oval, relayed this summer. Brown tells Harrison, go long. And Harrison shielding it from Sawyer. Callum Carsley. Forced back where he came from by Dunn. Now it's with Brown. And Miles nods it across the back line. Not the best of defensive headers from the former Newport Pagnell centre-back. One time of Racing Club Warwick as well. We have Step 4 experience. That's where both of these clubs want to end up come April. Although United more likely to be in the playoff hunt than Eton going for gold, going for the title. And a good clearance from Steph Morley. Took a nick off the shoulder of Issa Sawyers. So the throw-in level with their own penalty area for Coventry United. front of this packed oval. Harkin tried to knock it on to Cameron Dunn. Carty punts it. Over a kick from Danny Fraser. Doesn't quite reach Ryan Harkin, but the header will reach Cameron Dunn. And Harkin putting Recchi under pressure here. It's a well-weighted header back-to-back. Recchi. And there is an injury problem here for Coventry United. Danny Fraser. United already short on defenders. Daniel Cassidy still out for another few weeks. And Chris Cox another 2 matches to run after today on his suspension for that red card at Northampton Owen Chenix. So looking at the bench, if United are going to have to make a change here, the best thing they could do is bring on someone like a Lewis Wilson or a Benji Adamarco and stick Charlie Faulkner at left back. He has played there for the majority of his appearances this season, with Steph Morley out for 2 months earlier in the season. And of course there isn't an option to move Morley out wide because they don't have another centre-back. Lucy Stead, the head of fitness and physio at Coventry United, giving her expertise to Danny Fraser. And we've had 22 minutes here on CUTV live coverage of the 27th of December match. I was nearly going to say Boxing Day there, but it's probably best for both teams that they played it on the Saturday. Another 24 hours to get rid of the turkey and the alcohol. And it's 1-0 to Coventry United through Ryan Harkin, but at the moment there are concerns over the fitness of Danny Fraser. He seems to be... he's walking with a limp, but be surprised how many times you see a player limp off and run straight back into the headlights.
We're trying to make sure you win it, are you? Yeah.
Well, we've got the 50-50 sell around us now. Well, already got my big win this weekend. Won 100 quid on Miyaka yesterday. So 3 points for City and 100 quid in my back pocket. Decent Boxing Day, that. And it is thrown back. Yeah, points on me after the game. Especially if United win. Morley, there was a stern hand in the back on Jardine, and Ryan Harkin sent flying by Recchi. 6 of one, half dozen of the other there. Both teams could have had a free kick. But the referee, to be fair to him, he was consistent. And the throw is taken to Aaron Brown, who has worked with Terry and Luke in the past at Highgate. Carty takes over from Harrison. Won't take no for an answer as Sawyer looks to get it away. Sommel, misplaced ball collected by Sawyer, and Cameron Dunn switching the play, but switching it a bit too far. Out comes Brandon back. Faulkner was the closest to it, but he was a good 10 yards away. So the number 1 looking for the number 1-1 in Harrison. That'll be 11. Headway as far as Brown. Brown onto Harrison again off the back of Harry Sawyer's head. Flicked away by Downs. Straight back to Brown. United are keeping Borough at bay here. They've only been limited to half chances. Sawyer trying to run himself out of danger, but he's run himself into danger here. Here's Sawyers! Drags it across. Fantastic position for Issa Sawyers, but the finish lacking. Dan Moore looking for an option. He's going to take it short with Adam Miles. Mullen was a little drag. Not enough. From Charlie Jones. Well, the fans who used to sing his name won't be doing so today. There's safely with back after United failed to capitalise down the middle. A wrestling match going on between Adam Miles and Kyle Jardine. Let's call that one a draw. Down, sent flying by Sawyer, off balance. Issa Sawyer out to the wide. Sliding by Charlie Faulkner, who got the last touch. It was Faulkner. It was a well-timed slide. The throw from Thomas. Issa Sawyer's trapped in the corner. And the slide by Fraser gets the cross away. Jardine's in there! You would have bet your house on Jardine burying it. Well, the Oval waited in bated breath to see if the net rippled. There's the kick from Moore towards Harkin. Leaping above the rest is Retchie, Carsley and Borough. Better to be safe than sorry. Anything that ends up on the fringe of their area, they're sending it back to Brandon back in goal. He can ill afford to concede a second. Back. Looks for Harrison. Sawyer steals a march on him and nods it out on this near side. Throwing on the halfway line to Nuneaton Town. Well, we're more than halfway through this first half here on CUTV. Carsley looks for a blue shirt in the area, only finds a red one in Steph Morley. Here's Carivers. And Brown again heading back to the Borough shot stopper. Miles. Not to the near side. And Harrison looking to whip it in. Diving header from Adam Miles, and it's touched home by surprise, surprise, Kyle Jardine. The goal machine doesn't take Christmas off. Dan Moore got a hand to it, but the power and placement of Jardine took it into the bottom corner. We're all square at the Oval. It's the number 9s who are writing the headlines. Well, the Oval was just sparked into life. 17 minutes until the break. It's 1-1 between Nuneaton and Coventry. Dan Moore getting a bit of stick from the Borough Fable, only to be expected. He won't let it bother him. Faulkner crowded out on that far touchline. Is the momentum with Nuneaton now? You have to think so. A throw in front of the home dugout. A much happier place now after Jardine's equaliser. Thrown headed away by Faulkner, but straight on by Charlie Jones. Fraser finishes it, punts it towards the centre circle. Here's Brown. Retchie. Harrison the target with that crossfield ball. Sawyer leaps. It was Sommel who got the last touch. And it's out for a throw-in right in the corner. Now United have got to get this right. They don't want to give the ball away in a position like this. Sawyer's throw, Downs, back to Sawyer. Only onto the chest of Harrison. Nuneaton have got their rhythm back. Corey Carivers, here's Jardine, covered up by Adam Miles. And Luke Downs sweeps it clear. Oh, we expected a great battle between Miles and Jardine. Jardine has won the first round. Headed up by Jardine from the long ball. Hooked on by Mullen. Hasn't had the impact he would have liked so far. Carivers cuts inside on Dunn. And looking to send it over the back line. He did, but he also sent it into the hands of Dan Moore, who's got his own fan club behind his net. Moore taking his time, toying with the Borough faithful as much as anything. Faulkner, and the offside flag is up against Charlie Faulkner. And the end of another United move. Well, even after that 3-0 victory against Yaxley, United doing the damage before half-time. 2 from Harkin and 1 from Charlie Shaw. Manager Terry Anderson was still not completely satisfied. He wanted more from his team. And he's certainly going to need everything the Red and Greens have got to get past the measuring stick in this league. The throw from Thomas. Harrison trying to get away. There's a little drag on the arm there from Harry Sawyer. Jones and was looking for Callum Carsley, but it deflected behind. And Cody Mullen loses his footing. He's not going to be the most popular of figures here today. Just a couple of weeks after switching blue for red. And back. Nuneaton going home. It's the safest place at the moment. Crossfield ball. Thomas. Steph Morley with a calculated clearance. Headed up by Brown. Who can claim it? It's Mullen. Out muscles Corey Carivers. And Faulkner gets his head to it, but straight towards back. Who could have let it go out for the goal kick, but will decide to keep it within play. Well, what a game they've got in progress at Bridge Road Stadium. Histon 2, Ainsbury Rovers 4. So Daventry and Lutterworth have already dropped points in their 0-0 draw in the 12 o'clock kickoff. So it looks like Histon are about to do the same. So it's a chance for both of these teams. United to reel in the chasing pack and Borough to edge away from them. Recchi. Jardine leaped too early. Sommel collects for Nuneaton. Sawyer, heavy first touch. Shaw able to nick it away, but only as far as Sommel again. Carivers steps past Mullen. Flicks it into the area. Harry Sawyer headed out for the corner. No other option. And the Borough fans are in full voice now. And the corner from Carsley. One time a Coventry United defender. When he come back to haunt his old team, it's a deep one towards Brown. Brown nods it back in. Clawed away by Moore. And the strike from Jones deflected off Luke Downs. And Mullen finishes the job. Can they kickstart the counter? No, they can't. Harkin was caught out with the long ball. Here's Carsley again on the left side. Thinks twice about playing it towards Harrison. Goes into the middle with Carivers. Recchi. Drilled through by Brown, but a sliding Faulkner connects. Mullen can't find a red shirt. It's collected by his old teammate Thomas. Sawyer's last-ditch slide from Danny Fraser, but Sawyer still able to prize it away. Mullen in. And the Red and Greens have got it back now, but they've got to get it away. Coventry on the back foot after conceding. Sommel, and in from the side was Cody Mullen. He's fallen foul of the referees in the last couple of games. He served a 10-minute sin bin in the second half at Yaxley last week. And a goal from the Emirates. Arsenal have taken the lead through Martin Odegaard. 1-0 to Arsenal there. So Carsley fancies another crack at a set piece. Well, his dad was known as a tough tackler rather than a master of free kicks. Well, let's see if Carsley can get Nuneaton in front after falling behind early. It's Carsley, unchallenged header away by Miles, but it will come back through Sommel. Didn't get more than a metre away after the block from Mullen, but the danger not over yet. The secondary cross headed away by Morley, and now here comes Cameron Dunn. Sommel all over him, forced back. Here's Harry Sawyer at right back. Nuneaton playing a high press at the moment, not allowing Coventry out of their own half. Morley moving out to the left. Charlie Shaw will give chase. It's Aaron Brown's ball all day long. But it will be a United ball. Out for the corner. Faulkner knocking it out off the shin of Aaron Brown, wrapping his leg around the veteran centre-back. And this is the first time in a good 15 minutes that Coventry United are challenging Nuneaton at that end of the park. Can they make it count? It's Shaw, straight into the side netting. Well, I'd say that's more You've Been Framed than Match of the Day. So Leicester Nirvana still leading 1-0 at home to Ayleston Park. Moulton and Yaxley still deadlocked at 0-0. Downs. Sent high into the sky by Carrivers. Harrison wins that aerial battle with Sawyer. It's nodded across the back line by Steph Morley. Fraser back with the most popular player on the pitch this afternoon, Dan Moore. Morley loops it left. Faulkner brings it down under pressure from Thomas. Rolls away from Mullen, but Mullen able to latch onto it now. And it's a crossfield roller towards Harry Sawyer. And Sawyer doesn't get the cross right. It's curls behind at the near post. United have lost a step in the last 15 minutes or so. They've got to try and get it back. They want to try and get into half-time level. Terry Anderson already thinking of what he's going to be saying in 7.5 minutes' time. Well, we'll be saying nothing at all, in the words of Ronan Keating, at half-time, because we'll be going off air for about 10 minutes. So get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot and get back here for 4 o'clock for the second half. Oh, determined run here through Jones. Going all the way and smothered by Dan Moore. A confidence boost for the number one. It will result in a Nuneaton corner coming in from the right as the winter breeze blows in. United keeping Faulkner, Harkin and Dunn up. Free back for Nuneaton. Sawyers offers the short option. Charlie Shaw covering that off. And Faulkner is going to head back too for some more defensive reinforcement. It's in by crosses area by Dan Moore. And Downs knows it's going to be a losing battle getting there. It's out for the throw, level with the area to the home side. Harrison wants options. He's going to leave it for Carsley. And there is the throw to Jones. And Carsley's cross cannons off the outstretched leg of Harry Sawyer. A few ums and ahs below us. Someone lost a pint. It's a short one from Carsley. Gets it back from Jones. Here's Corey Carrivers, the captain. Curls it right for Sawyers. Covered up by Fraser. And Fraser gets the block in. Another corner. 5 to go until the break. Borough would love to go into half-time in front after falling behind to Ryan Harkin. It's opposite number 9, Kyle Jardine, getting the equaliser for Borough. Carsley on set-piece duty again. Plenty of blue shirts in there and sizable ones too. It's a good strong header away at the near post by Danny Fraser. The seconds may well fall to Charlie Faulkner. There was a tangle of legs. And United have got the free kick. Faulkner taken off his feet by James Harrison. A foul only, no need to bring the cards out. A couple more goals from the Premier League. A second for Brentford in their game against Bournemouth through a Petrovic own goal. And Liverpool have taken the lead at home to Wolves. So Terry Anderson, a proud Scouser, will be very happy to hear that one. Faulkner can't find his way through a congested midfield. Now Sawyers driving through. Jardine looked offside. It didn't reach him. And Coventry mop it up at the back. Long one towards Faulkner. Little love shove from behind from Kai Thomas into touch. And the throw quickly taken. Nodded away from Jardine by Luke Downs. And Morley. Dangerous pass back to Moore, who of course can't pick it up. Cheeky flick on by Mullen as it's cleared by the number 1. But here come the Borough again. Charlie Jones is looking menacing. Here's Harrison on the left wing, looking for a cross, covered off by Harry Sawyer. First time delivery from Carsley. Options at the far post. Jardine out a little wider than he would have liked. Here's Carrivers, forced away from Charlie Shaw. Kai Thomas. Jones is in there. And the seconds fall to Harrison. It was heading wide, but it's nodded across with a throw in by Luke Downs, who just tries to fix his Barnet there. Free to go until the break. An overhead kick in towards Kyle Jardine. And Aaron Brown looking to atone for the earlier error. Adam Miles getting in the way. Back in towards Brown. It's dipping, and it's dipping into the hands of Dan Moore. Well, the United fans trying to make themselves heard. They are vastly outnumbered here at the Oval. United and Nuneaton meeting at the Butts Park Arena in April, I believe. This United's final away trip for a while. They had a total of 9 away matches in a row in League and Cup in the summer. But now look forward to a stretch of 5 straight home matches in the league, as well as their match against G&G Oadby Town in the FA Vase. Down to Fraser. Rolls it down the left flank. Harkin won't get there in time. Brandon Back will. Just lacking that little bit of fluidity through the midfield, Coventry United. That link between midfield and attack. Fraser, high one along the touchline. Headed up by Recchi. Shaw's up there. Harkin brings it down. Recchi still trying to get in on the action, and he has done. He's headed it away from Charlie Shaw. Sommel. Headed through from Jardine. Now Sawyers. This is looking dangerous for Nuneaton. Harry Sawyer with a crucial intervention. The slide by Fraser. Got enough of the ball, but he did get a sizable chunk out of Issa Sawyers. The referee has waved away protests. Here's Danny Fraser. Looked for Charlie Shaw. Knocked across by Thomas, but Ryan Harkin got his boot to it, fell on the way through, and gives possession up to Aaron Brown. Sawyer's the target again. Right on the touchline, taking on the veteran, Steph Morley. It's Sawyers, and Morley got a touch to it after another corner. They're ramping them up here, Nuneaton. Last minute of normal time. And there's been another goal at Anfield, and this is a surprise. Florian Wirtz has scored for Liverpool. 2-0 there in the Premier League. And good news for both of these teams. Actually, there's been a second goal in the game between Leicester Nirvana and Aylestone Park, and it has gone to Nirvana. It's Leicester Nirvana 2, Aylestone Park 0. Aylestone's title challenge has faltered somewhat, but United want to try and leapfrog them into those playoffs, which they can do with a win today. And even better news for Nuneaton especially, Yaxley have gone in front at Moulton. Moulton 0, Yaxley 1. And there's going to be an early change here. That's Aaron Williams, the former Coventry United captain, who's coming on. And he's replacing Corey Carrivers. So a former United captain replacing the current Borough one. Williams, who worked under Terry Anderson and Luke Morton at both Coventry United and Highgate. From my recollection, I think this is going to be the first time since his stint at United that he has played against his old managers. And 3 minutes of added time have been confirmed. 3 minutes. We've already had 30 seconds of them. So just to confirm, Aaron Williams in to replace Corey Carivers, and he's staying back for this corner. Son of former Coventry City legend John Williams, who was at the CBS yesterday, actually. And Kazi took the corner, but the referee has asked it to be retaken. So Borough will get another crack at it. Well, the referee wasn't ready for the first effort. He's ready for this one. But are United? Yes, they are. Headed out as far as Harrison. Nodded out wide with Carsley again. Tracking back is Faulkner. The cross is put in and headed away by Steph Morley, the former Manchester United trainee. Recchi got there first ahead of Cameron Dunn, hits the deck with contact from United's vice top scorer, and it will be a free kick just in front of the CUTV camera, about 10 yards, more like 15 actually, into United's half. This could be the last chance of the half, and they're going to take it quickly here, trying to keep Coventry United off guard here, and the referee has actually pulled it back. Although it was a complete waste for the Nuneaton, the ball in from Harrison was easily dealt with. But the linesman has called the referee's attention over to the Nuneaton area. An in-depth discussion between the officials in front of the Nuneaton technical area. And it's Russell Dodds who's getting a talking to from the officials. And it's just a word of warning to the joint Nuneaton manager. And Carsley was ready to take the free kick, but he's been asked to take it a few yards further back, and the referee is not endearing himself to this sizable Nuneaton audience. Well, we have now had the 3 minutes, and most of which has not seen any action. So will we have more than the allotted 3 minutes due to the other factors? The curling free kick is headed away by Miles. Here's Ryan Harkin as the rain starts to sprinkle down on the oval, making the plastic pitch a little more slippery. Faulkner trying to keep Sawyer at bay. A stumble from Aaron Williams. Referee says nothing doing. Another one under pressure from his old teammate, Charlie Faulkner. And the cross cannons off Faulkner out for a throw-in right in the corner. This has to be it. Well, are they going to go for the Gunnarsson special, as we call it in Coventry? Used to throw the ball from here to Willenhall. It is going to be a long throw from Kai Thomas. Of course, Brown is in there. Somehow he's outleapt by Adam Miles, and the clearance is enough to end a feisty first half here at the Oval. Coventry United taking the early advantage through Ryan Harkin, but since Kyle Jardine's equaliser, Nuneaton have been towering above their opposition and piling pressure on the red and greens. But credit to the opposition, they have not buckled under that pressure. Plenty to be said at half-time, but not from us. We're going off air for the next 10 minutes here on CUTV. Don't go anywhere. Come on, United!
Just as the teams come out for the second half, just some announcements to make. Full-time scores earlier: Coventry Town 0, Lutterworth Town 0, Histon 3, Eastbury Rovers 4, Northampton. Half-times: March 0, Manchester Rovers 0, Bolton 0,
Not too bad,
Nancy
not
1,
too bad.
Newport Pack
Good
Town
game so
1,
far.
Eton Sports 0, and Northampton
Right.
Tennis 3.
Let's see this through.
2 is full-time score.
2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Happy birthday to Sarah Elliott and Adam Radcliffe, as they're enjoying their days with us today.
Right, I think we're about set for the second half, folks. What a game it's been already, but it's a pretty cold one. I've just seen a brass monkey crying his eyes out there, so I can barely feel my feet. That's when you really feel alive. You can't feel your fingers, you can't feel your feet, but there's a cracking game of football going on. That is non-league. And we're just awaiting the arrival of the referee, who's late to the party at the moment. The coach is just coming out. The players lined up, they've got no chance of keeping dry out there. It's a fine rain coming down in the Midlands. Well, we're hoping for some fine football to go with it over the next 45 minutes or so.
No, I don't know. And I tell you what, it's worth winning it. 200, 250 pounds or more. Well, it's 860.
I'd also like to say a massive thank you to everyone at Nuneaton Town for their hospitality, welcoming us here into the Peter Randall Terrace. Got myself a cracking cup of tea as well, so we're certainly happy in that aspect, but of course It's the 3 points that matter for Coventry United, and the man to our left, our chairman, Ray Nowak. I don't know about taking a chunk out of the scoreline. I took a chunk out of the buffet. Right, here we go. Second half underway here at the Oval. Half-time score. Nuneaton Town 1, Coventry United 1. And the action is underway once more. No sign of any half-time substitutions, although, of course, Nuneaton did have to make one change before the break, with Corey Carruthers replaced by Aaron Williams. And here's Williams driving on for an early strike here. Hits the back of Adam Miles in the area. And the chance for James Harrison, snatched away at the last moment by Luke Downs. Retrieving the ball from under the number 11's nose. And Nuneaton with a strong flourish to kick off this final 45 minutes of 2025. It's been a long old road for both of these teams over the last 12 months, but and here comes Jones, a chance to cross now for Harrison. He's got Jardine waiting in there. Sawyer's at the far post too. It's closed down by Harry Sawyer, and out for the corner it goes. Nuneaton continuing their run of corner kicks.
How much you made on merch? Not a clue. Hey? Not a clue. About attendance is good. What is it? 863. The average has just gone 1.
It was a far post and a chance to head home for Liusa Recchi, but United scramble away with it. Mullen the target and charges down the attempted ball from Dex Sommel. It will be a throw-in on the halfway line. And yes, we are aware the graphic on the commentary stream is incorrect, but yours truly has a lot to do today, unfortunately. Morley. Clearance as far as Cameron Dunn, kept alive by Sommel. Chest control from Jardine. Faulkner tries to retrieve it and does. Pirouettes away from the Nuneaton top scorer. Tied down to a long-term contract with the Borough and sliced out on this near side by Fraser. Coventry keeping Borough at bay, but it's a strong start from the league leaders after the break. Thomas. In the air by Danny Fraser, and a hopeful ball from Sommel. Hopeful but not effective. Brought to feet by Dan Moore. Here's Harry Sawyer, formerly of Rugby Borough, and Sutton Coldfield at step 4. Adam Miles, United's joint top scorer in the season after Dodds and Acton were at the helm at the Red and Greens. Cameron Dunn runs straight into Charlie Jones as United's first drive of the second half is curtailed. They're refusing to take no for an answer. The slide in by Aaron Williams takes it out for a throw into the Red and Greens, just shy of the area. Can they get motoring here? And a foul throw is judged by the assistant. The left leg was up as Sawyer let fly, but Nuneaton had already reclaimed it. And the throw flicks on for the head of Jardine. No one home for Nuneaton up front, and gathered on the edge of the area by Dan Moore, who seems to have his fan club behind the opposite goal this time. Danny Fraser looking to walk it out of danger for the Red and Greens. Done. It's just shy of Luke Downs. And Downs gets a little tap on the head from Issa Saws as he falls to the ground. Couldn't keep within the confines of play. Nuneaton throw. Jardine the target, but Danny Fraser keeping the goal machine quiet. Here's back. Looking for Harrison. Towering header by Harry Sawyer. Tracking back his Shaws. Had a quiet afternoon so far. Mullen passing into fresh air down the right flank. And United do have options from the bench, including Benji Adamarco, who's been brought back for one match only as part of the two-way deal with Rugby Borough signed in early November. Cameron Dunn. Charlie Jones dispossessed, and the rolling ball to the left. Fraser covered up by Sawyers, but finds Cody Mullen. Looks right for Charlie Shaw, and here is Shaw. He's got the overlap with Harry Sawyer. Sawyer is picked out behind to Shaw. Sawyer again looking for the cross. No, plays it through for Charlie Shaw, but he was never keeping up with it. It's intercepted by Aaron Brown, the big centre-back. Cleared into midfield where Luke Downs will take over for the visitors. Mullen to Shaw. Wrestling with Charlie Jones, and a grab of the lower shirt is enough for the referee to blow the whistle. 6 minutes of the second half have already gone. Coventry United now starting to feel their way back into this contest. Nuneaton controlled the final portion of the first half. After that equaliser from Kyle Jardine, you have to think it's going to take something special. Well, that was nearly something special from Aaron Williams. I was going to say take something special to win this game, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. The free kick given in favour of Coventry United. Kyle Jardine getting a little too close and personal for Adam Miles' liking and the referees. And it's taken short by Dan Moore. Shaw. Tapped onto Sawyer. Luke Downs is back. Adam Miles pushing a little further afield. And here is Adam Miles. Shaw. It's almost as if Luke Downs is now playing at centre-back. Have you not gone to a three-man back line here? Faulkner. And now Cameron Dunn. He was looking to have the effort himself, but it's a happy accident. Signature to Ryan Harkin. Carsey getting his body in the way. Dunn's up from the back. Curls it to the right, and Charlie Shaw. It's Shaw's delivery. Faulkner's in there. Couldn't make contact, and back gathers. He saw Faulkner lurking behind him, so rolls it out with Kai Thomas. Issa Sawyers. And the late lunge from Charlie Faulkner. The referee tried to play advantage, but the advantage was gone. And a yellow card for the hometown boy, Charlie Faulkner. Formerly of Coventry Spinks. So Carsley will head over to take it. It's just in from the right touchline. About 10 yards into United territory. The referee blows the whistle in plenty of time this time. Carsley fell foul of the referee's whistle with a previous set piece in the first half. Jardine's in there, nodded up and out. The header from Faulkner is under hit. Someone wants it, but it's taken away by Harrison. Curled back in by Callum Carsley and sent over the bar at point blank range from Aaron Brown. A defender's finish if I've ever seen one. Games can change on moments like that. And it may well be a get-out-of-jail free card that Coventry United need to wake up. They started the game brightly. They took the lead through Ryan Harkin. Since then, Nuneaton have been asserting their authority on this game. And it's a poor clearance from Cody Mullen. And here comes Issa Sawyers. Covered off by Steph Morley. Shielded into touch. Coventry United goal kick. 10 minutes gone in the second half. 35 to go. Nuneaton 1, Coventry 1. Here's Cameron Dunn. Locked up with Jones there, but got away, and now it's passed around the back line. Luke Downs wants Danny Fraser, asking him to track back, and here is Fraser. Mullen in support. Mullen, little nick from behind from Jones, and the referee tried to let the game flow, as he has been doing after half-time, but there was no advantage to be had. Coventry United get the free kick, and it's quickly taken. Harry Sawyer at right back. Now Luke Downs moving back into midfield, pivoting between midfield and defence after the break. And substitutes are going for a warm-up for both teams. We can see Randy Osei over there, Rolly DeVoyle, Benji Adamarco and Sam Ellis. All attacking options for the Red and Greens, because frankly they haven't got any defensive ones available. Aimless ball from the back for Coventry United ends up in the hands of back. And the kick from the goalkeeper goes out for the corner off the head of Danny Fraser. Issa Sawyers wasn't getting there, but Fraser did not get the call to leave it. Well, Jardine and Carsley locked in conversation. Jardine saying, "You set it up, I'll put it away." It's what he's done all season for the Nuneaton. Twice now against Coventry United. Carsley sets up for the Borough. It's towards that far post, and two strong hands to it by Dan Moore. And the header from Harrison is clear by Luke Downs, but back into the danger zone. Here's Charlie Jones with his back to goal. The offside flag is up. It was marginal. And Moore has found Danny Fraser in a pocket of space on this near side. Faulkner wanted it short. He's going further afield towards Cameron Dunn. Easy pickings for the goalkeeper. We'll be talking to United manager Terry Anderson after full time. Let us know your questions for the Scouse Superman, as we call him at the Red and Greens. Harry Sawyer, shoulder to shoulder with Harrison, and he's won that battle. Here comes Shaw. Across to Charlie Faulkner. He's got Dex Summel for company. A little shove in the back from Summel. Downs. It's cut out there. It was intended for Danny Fraser, but Issa Sawyers is away here for the Nuneaton. Tries to put it on a play for Aaron Williams, but brought to feet by Downs. Not allowing his old teammate to get in on the action. Charlie Shaw asking too much of Cameron Dunn, and an off-the-ball incident there. Cameron Dunn, a flailing arm hitting the back of Charlie Jones' head. Needless. It's a risk that Coventry United's vice top scorer didn't need to take. It's a sign of frustration for a man who hasn't scored since mid-November. Brown, and the referee has stopped the game here, and there's going to be a yellow card for, I think it's a member of the Coventry United coaching staff. It wouldn't be Luke Morton, would it? It would indeed. It's not a Coventry United match if Luke Morton doesn't get a yellow card. Well, on the downside, he's one away from being ordered out of the dugout. On the plus side, it's another few quid to put in the post-season kitty. It's been given as a free kick to Nuneaton right in front of the dugout. It's whipped in by Carsley. Brown across to Jardine. There was no route through for the top scorer there. Maybe for Carsley. Well, even Aaron Brown wasn't getting his head to that one. Out it goes on the far side for the United goal kick. They've got to start using possession though, Coventry United. They almost seem scared to cross the halfway line. Downs to Sawyer. A Apologies, it does get confusing at that end of the park. We've got Sawyer at right back for Coventry United and Sawyer's on the right wing for Nuneaton. What a difference an S can make. Faulkner feigns the through ball and actually may have caught out Charlie Shaw, who's done very well on the slide to keep it alive. Mullen to Shaw. Drills it through for Harkin. He's had one chance and scored, but they won't have another chance from that one. Was hoping that Dunn's run was a bit more advanced. It wasn't. And United may well need the talents of Lewis Wilson and Benji Adamarco, and they are on their feet in front of the dugout. They could be coming on very shortly for Coventry United. Lewis Wilson, a former Northampton Town striker in his youth. And Adamarco made his name in Sunday League for Albany FC. And Sawyer just able to keep his footing there, but did he take it over the line? Yes, he did. Taking advantage of some lackadaisical Coventry United defending, but just unable to stretch that little bit extra to keep it in. Now, we've had 16 minutes of the second half, half an hour of football to go in 2025 for Coventry United, and a soft foul given away by Charlie Jones, hand in the shoulder on his old teammate Cody Mullen, who left the Oval for the Butts Park Arena 2 weeks ago after a long courtship. United were interested in his services all the way back in October, with Mullen deciding to stick it out at Borough, but then eventually making the jump to the Red and Greens and made a real impact on his home debut, scoring what would prove to be the winning goal, although I thought it was Ronnie Devoyle who scored. Mullen. The interception made from Callum Carsley. The long ball towards Jardine is under hit and nodded to Luke Downs from Adam Miles. Now here comes Cameron Dunn playing through the middle. Charlie Shaw's making the run, and it's just a toe poke away from Aaron Brown. Now here's Sawyers. It's that final ball that's letting Coventry United down at the moment. Dex Summers was looking for Jake Harrison, but United repelling the danger. Fraser to Charlie Faulkner. Played across the back line for the Red and Greens. Miles to Harry Sawyer. Gets it back from the right back. Adam Miles looking for Cameron Dunn. And again, United just can't penetrate the Borough back line. It's like a moving back wall. And there is a substitution coming for Nuneaton. It will be their second of the game. Back. Crossfield delivery. Bounces across Kai Thomas. He had to do better with that one. A rare sign of frustration from the Borough faithful around us. They've been proud as punch since Kyle Jardine got the equaliser. And now Charlie Faulkner chasing down the left-hand side. He's got Laiso Recchi for company. The standing skipper in the absence of Carivers. Dinks it through for Fraser. Danny Fraser gets the cross away, and it's knocked behind for the corner by Thomas. Wrong-footed Brandon back. And Charlie Shaw will take this set piece, a rare set piece for Coventry United. It's mainly been Nuneaton who have been racking up the corners, and they're taking a short one with Faulkner. Back to Charlie Shaw. Offside flag up against Charlie Faulkner as we receive the second ball from Shaw. There's just summing up Coventry United's attack at the moment. A few score updates from the Premier League now. Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. And it's a Rutter own goal which put them 2-0 in front, but then Gomez drew one back for Brighton. Brentford 3-0 up against a well-off form Bournemouth. Shaw. Ryan Harkin waiting for the bounce. Recchi judges it better. But Harkin just edging between player and ball. The overlap made by Charlie Faulkner. He's onside this time, but powered away by Kai Thomas. Elsewhere, Burnley 0, Everton 0. That one had 0-0 written all over it. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. Wolves got one back through Bueno in the 51st minute. And it's West Ham 0, Fulham 0. We'll go through the latest scores in our own division very shortly. Fraser. And Charlie thought he was going to hit it. Gave back something to think about, but it was a pretty comfortable save. And back from defence to attack in an instant. It was an awkward bounce for Harry Sawyer, but United have dealt with it. Adam Miles scampers it away. Nicked on to Dunn. Well, Harkin, I think, was in an offside position. He couldn't touch it. And it's played back by Charlie Jones. And here's Brandon back down the right-hand side to Kai Thomas. Sawyer's tried to flick it on. And now Danny Fraser's away here. Followed by Aaron Williams. It's a lofted ball towards Ryan Harkin. With his back to goal, needs some help. Covered up by Recchi. Still going Ryan Harkin. Won't be denied here. Harkin sets up. Was looking for Charlie Shaw. But a vital slide behind from Dex Sommel. There's no telling what Shaw could have done with that. Well, the football web pages are being slightly slow at the moment, so we're not quite able to bring you the latest updates from the Step 5 matches, but we will keep trying. The Red and Green Army behind backs net. Will they see a second United strike? Can they take the lead for the second time this afternoon? Here's Charlie Shaw taking this delayed corner. Back sees it coming, flaps at it, but it's booted away by Harrison. The touch run back enough to keep Coventry quiet. Faulkner. Here's Danny Fraser, scuffs the attempted cross into the area. Now Alan Williams. Well, I don't think Speedy Gonzalez was getting to that ball, much less Carl Jardine. Downs. Adam Miles, Coventry trying to dictate the pace of this match. Well, Miles couldn't dictate the pace of that ball. It's flown over Steph Morley, and here comes the change. And James Harrison is going to be replaced by Sahel Yessen.
Please welcome back number 19, Sahel Yessen.
Well, cheers around the oval for Sahel Yessen. The Lions are just checking that he's got the appropriate footwear here. The pitch at the oval has been relayed over the summer, so they don't want it cutting up. And the throw in from Kai Thomas. Jardine heads on, offside flag up against Ethan Sawyers, who was on a road to nowhere anyway. So we've had 24 minutes here on CUTV of this second half, 21 until full time. It's an underhit pass back to Adam Miles, but nothing that Nuneaton could do. Someone running it straight out in front of the waiting Borough fans. The second half hasn't quite kicked on as the first did. A draw, you have to think, will be a better result for Coventry than Nuneaton. Although with teams around them not picking up many points, it won't be a disaster for the Borough in their quest for a second consecutive promotion. Coventry United got 3 on the spin in their first 3 years of formation. Midland League Division 3, Division 2 and Division 1 titles. The last of which, our last promotion, was under, guess who? Terry Anderson, the reason he was brought back. Stan managed more Coventry United matches than any manager. That's because we said on social media during the week, if you want to be the man, you have to beat the man. And at the moment, the Borough is the man. But can they knock the man down here with Danny Fraser? Skews to the right. Oh, United keeping their cards close to their chest at the moment. Still no sign of any substitutions for the red and greens. A reminder of the bench for Coventry United. Sam Ellis, an attacking midfielder. Riley Devoyle, centre mid, the vice-captain. And there's another change here for Nuneaton, and it's Kyle Jardine leaving the field. I must say that is a surprise to see the goal machine hauled off. And he's been replaced by Danico Johnson, who, in fairness to him, is a proven goal scorer in his own right.
Replaced by number 16, Danico Johnson.
So a different option up front for Nuneaton Borough. Nuneaton Town, I should say. Made that mistake before. Of course, to the vast majority of football favourite, it will always be Nuneaton Borough. They are the borough. Well, when it comes to the boroughs, they're certainly my favourite, well ahead of Middlesbrough, who are locked in a pretty tight race with Coventry City in the Championship. Not so tight now after Coventry's win yesterday, now 8 points clear in the Championship. And little tidbit for you, Aaron Williams' dad, John Williams, the fastest postman in the Midlands, was the special guest in the corporate lounge at the CBS yesterday. That's a neat slide in and a chance here to break in for Yessen! Off the post, the fans are already started celebrating! Back towards Yessen again! And hooked behind by Luke Downs! Sahel Yessen inches away from giving Nuneaton what would be a deserved lead. Those are the margins in the United Counties League. You can hear the cheers from here. The second delivery in now for the corner. Carsley. Recchi. And Sawyers. Charged down by Cody Mullen. He'd love to get one over on his old teammates here. Steph Morley. It's a high one towards Cameron Dunn. Aaron Williams in from behind. Does the business. Dex Sommel asking too much of Issa Sawyers on that occasion. It's out for the goal kick. And Riley Devoyle and Lewis Wilson going through their paces down the touchline for Coventry United. Benji Adamarco, prime for action as well, standing behind Messrs Anderson and Morton. With 17 minutes until the final whistle, this game is perched on a knife edge. Nuneaton do look the more likely, but Coventry United, we've seen how dangerous they can be on the break. Moore. Looks for Charlie Faulkner. Towering above him is Carsley. Mullen sends it high. Brown does enough. Williams slides it on into the path of his old teammate Luke Downs. Charlie Shaw looks left. It's not as advanced as Danny Fraser would like, but he's got on the end of it now and driving at the Borough back line. Looks for the through ball, and Cameron Dunn was caught on the slide by Laiso Recchi. There was no doubt he was getting to the ball. Free kick on the fringes of the penalty area and a yellow card for Laiso Recchi. But Recchi taking one for the team there. If Dunn received the ball there, it could have been a catastrophic moment for the home side. Can you tell that I got a dictionary for Christmas? And United are getting their first change ready, and it is Riley Devoyle, the vice-captain, who will surely take the armband over for the remaining 15 minutes. Well, United have been starved of opportunities in this second half since the equaliser, really, at that end of the park. This is quite frankly the biggest chance that they've had in a good hour. Dunn and Morley standing over it. 5 men stand before them. It's Morley, hits the shoulder of Aaron Brown. Dunn on the volley, deflects out wide, and the volleyed attempt from Cody Mullen. Back diving onto it to deny his former teammates. As the rain continues to pour down on the oval, it's not dampening the mood. Harry Sawyer, oh, it's slightly underhit and smacked against the forward now. It's Nico Johnson, stopped with the legs of Dan Moore. Well, we expected this game to be more of a chess match. It's more like paintball at the moment. Strike for strike. Here's Jessen, who came agonisingly close to the what would surely be the winning goal. And again, Jessen denied to hit the back. Who got the touch? There were handball claims from the knee. It looked to me as it hit the back of the defender. Was it Adam Miles back there? I think it was. But Jessen has proven to be a real difference maker since heading onto the field. And the knee back. Here comes Kai Thomas. Does he fancy it? He does fancy it. But it's a, well, I wouldn't quite call it a defender's finish. It wasn't a striker's. The wind catching the ball towards Cameron Dunn, backing into the Yusso Recchi. Recchi stretches, but it's only as far as Ryan Harkin. Trying to take it around Kai Thomas. Thomas is wise to that one. Recchi clears as far as Danico Johnson, looking for the substitute striker. Brown pummels it to the left. Jessen. The referee thought about blowing the whistle there, but will allow play on. As the United man stepped in for the challenge. And Devoyle remains on the sidelines waiting for his introduction. Here's Aaron Williams. Charlie Jones kills it towards Danico Johnson. Chest control from Johnson. Can he let fly? And it looked for Callum Kazi. It didn't have the weight behind it. And here come Coventry. The through ball from Charlie Faulkner. Here's Cameron Dunn. He got it caught between his feet. He couldn't find a route around Charlie Jones. Well, in-form Cameron Dunn would have sprinted away. It just hasn't worked for him today. And Miles shielding it back to Dan Moore as it bounced menacingly on the edge of the area. Luke Downs, it trickles through the centre circle. Cameron Dunn, Charlie Shaw gives chase, but it's Kai Thomas's ball, and now it's Brandon Back's ball. One sweep of the boot later, and it's in the United half. Met in the air by Miles. Sommel shielding from Faulkner, overhead kick, and the referee's given a free kick there. Little too handsy from Charlie Faulkner as Coventry had looked to bring it back under their control. We've got 12 minutes of normal time. Normal time before the injury time. For a moment I was thinking it's a cup game. But Coventry still yet to make their first change. Terry Anderson keeping the faith with his United starting 11. And it bounces through the penalty area and tries he might. Brown couldn't get enough on it. And Terry Anderson screaming at his defenders. Well, he wasn't happy during the 3-0 win against Yaxley. He's not going to be happy not getting a result here. No one demands more from Coventry United than that man in the dugout. Well, maybe the guy to my right, he's up there as well. I mean, I don't particularly like losing either, so, you know, count me in the top three. And at last, the first change comes for Coventry United. And it's Cody Mullen, the former Nuneaton Town midfielder, who takes his leave.
Substitution for Coventry United coming up number 8, Cody Mullen.
And on comes the vice-captain, Roy Devoyle. And, well, I don't think he was expecting a warm welcome here this afternoon, and he hasn't been disappointed. So a straight swap in midfield, and Devoyle is not going to take the armband. So Steph Morley will continue as captain. Fraser looks for Shaw, headed away by Recchi. Chest control from Faulkner. Fraser knocks it out off the hip of Aaron Williams. And a wry smile from Williams. He was hoping to get the decision, but I don't think he expected to. Fraser taking a few yards down the left wing. Met in the air by Thomas. Laiso Recchi is going to leave it for Aaron Brown. Awkward bounce for Miles. Johnson's up there. Danico Johnson has brought it down, looking for the through ball to Yessen. Harry Sawyer should get there. It was a dangerous game, playing it back to Dan Moore, and Moore has swiped it across to the right. And Charlie Faulkner can't track back. It's a throw-in a dangerous position for the Borough. This place would go into raptures if Nuneaton can win it from here. They've got just under 10 minutes to do so. It's bobbling around the midfield, and Charlie Shaw prods it into the sky away from Charlie Jones. The two Charlies going head-to-head here. And it's over to another Charlie in Faulkner. United can go no further, and now it's with Issa Sawyers cutting in on Luke Downs. Ducking and diving, Issa Sawyers now shoulder to shoulder with Danny Fraser. Down line with Kai Thomas, waiting for support, and finds it in Charlie Jones. Down the left wing, Callum Carsley. And a crucial header behind by Steph Morley. Sawyers was waiting for it at the far post. Neither team want to make that game-changing error. Yassen! Oh, he was primed for a stunner. It stings the gloves of Dan Moore. He saw it coming all the way. Now Sawyer, formerly of Sutton Coldfield Town. Luke Downs, who's earned promotion in the last 2 seasons from Step 5 with Coventry Spinks and then Rugby Borough through the playoffs. Now Devoyle's also tasted Step 4 with Gresley. And Charlie Shaw will give chase back. He's got to get there first, he does. And it's down the line of the field and headed away by Adam Miles with Johnson proving a nuisance in there. Here's Devoyle. Faulkner back to Devoyle. Fresh legs doing the trick for the vice captain. Flicked on by Shaw. Faulkner will give chase. And Ritchie just able to force Faulkner over the line. Seven minutes to go. Well, as Fergie would call it, it's squeaky bomb time at the Oval. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a dramatic finale and a great way to end 2025. And Coventry are getting another 2 changes ready. It's Lewis Wilson and Benji Adamarco who are going to be coming on for Coventry tonight. They're going all out here. 2 forwards ready to make their introduction. Adamarco, you may think, why is he in the squad? Didn't he go to Rugby Borough? He did, but of course as part of the two-way deal and the 2 clubs being in different divisions, Adamarco is allowed to play for Coventry United, and Borough have gracefully allowed him to be a member of our squad today. Well, from one Borough to another. Danny Fraser with the throw against Nuneaton. Issa Sawyers with the headed clearance. Morley and Sommel leaning into Danny Fraser, lost his balance, and Coventry had the throw just in Nuneaton turf. And Coventry are going to make their 2 substitutions. Ryan Harkin, the goal scorer, is the first man to lead the field. He's done his bit. He got Coventry United in front around 15 minutes in. And he's replaced by Lewis Wilson, who will take over as the main striker. Nuneaton making a change too. The question is, who's going to be sacrificed for Benji Adamarco? You have to think it's either going to be Faulkner or Dunn, and it is Cameron Dunn.
Substitutions for Coventry United coming off number 9, Ryan Harkin, and number 11,
and Stuart Hendry, the former Coventry United midfielder, will replace Issa Sawyers for the final 6 minutes. Well, the brother of former Aston Villa and England man, now Sky Sports pundit Lee Hendry, was only at Coventry United for about 3 months, but he made a big impact during his time there. It is an avid follower of Dodds and Acton. Wherever they go, he goes. So Hendry on for Sawyers, and for Coventry United, Dunn and Harkin replaced by Lewis Wilson and Benji Adamarco. They have 2 changes left in Sam Ellis And well, United are taking the throw in. Wilson. Adamarco, great to see him back in red. Bursting down the left-hand side. Charlie Faulkner forces Recchi over the line. United have a throw. Level with the box. Everyone wants a view of this. This is a true spectacle at the Oval. And it will be a Rory Delap-esque long throw from Charlie Shaw in towards Adamarco. Thomas headed clearance as far as Danny Fraser. It was dipping, but not dipping enough. Oh, that's a shame. If we were on a rugby pitch, that would have been 3 points. Four to go. Back, drifts towards the right, towards Aaron Williams. Morley's up there. DeVoyle only as far as Kai Thomas. It's a high one from Thomas. Danico Johnson. Whoa, sends Danny Fraser halfway to China with that one. Oh, Danico Johnson obviously felt that Danny Fraser needed a wake-up call with that one. Here comes Charlie Faulkner. Now that Fraser's back in the same postcode. Miles. Jones can't get a clean connection. Lewis Wilson can. He's only scored once, of course, for Coventry United. And that was at Spinks Drive. Wilson. Down the right it goes. Is this United's moment? DeVoyle in. Adamarco couldn't get there in time. And it's all the way out for a throw on this near side. You can sense the urgency from both of these teams. Two and a half minutes to go. The countdown is on to the end of football in 2025. Luke Downs, it's a high one. Aaron Williams, his older centre mid partner, gets his head to it. Downs again. Now Charlie Faulkner, out-muscled in the centre circle. Faulkner seems to have rolled his ankle. He's got to get back to his feet here. Coventry United haven't got time to be laying about. And Aaron Williams leaving Harry Sawyer behind. Crossing chance for the former Red and Green's captain. Carsley. Oh, and a swing and a miss by Harry Sawyer. And now Yassen to win it. United have got men back. Yassen pulls it across. And it's in from Jack Sommel. You could sense there was one more twist in this tale. And there it is. It's no more than the Nuneaton have deserved. Since their equalising goal, they have thrown the kitchen sink at the Red and Greens. And the substitution from Messrs Acton and Dodds to introduce Sahel Yassen was a stroke of genius. Twice he was denied. Now he's set up what will surely be the winner for the Nuneaton Town. And Jack Sommel providing the final touch. United are going to roll the dice here. Sam Ellis is being brought on, as is Randy Osei, an attacking midfielder and a striker. Well, we spoke to Terry Ansel before the game. He said, I'm going for it. We are going for it. And now they've got no choice. They have to throw everything at Nuneaton. And it's Harry Sawyer off. That tells you what sort of formation Coventry United are going to go for here. A right back for a striker. Harry Sawyer off, Randy Osei on. And Sam Ellis. They're not going to bring him on just yet. He's stripped and ready. He wants in.
Come on, Nate! Come on!
We are now into added time. We've not been told how much. Lewis Wilson under hit to Charlie Faulkner. Aaron Williams skews it into the sizable crowd at the Oval. Well, it's like we're at Wimbledon. New balls, please. And we are now going to get the added time confirmation. 5 minutes of added time. And we've already had 30 seconds. So United have 4.5 minutes to get this done and get a share of the spoils. It feels an age ago that they went in front through Ryan Harkin. Their second game of the Oval this season, they're staring at their second defeat, both by 1 goal. Fraser. His long ball headed clear by Aaron Brown. Awkward thud on the ground for Luke Downs at United continue. Adamarka the target. Brown again. There's no point in playing long ball. You've got a 6'8" centre-back to deal with. It's sent down the left-hand side. Benji Adamarka will give chase. And Adamarka got the last touch. It's played out. Yasser knocking it out of Adamarko. Taking their time with the throw here, Nuneaton. Thomas headed on by Danico Johnson. No one up for the Borough. They're stacking back. They're shutting up shop. But Johnson is going to chase it. More cool, calm and confident with the pass to Downs. Morley. United have got to get on the right track here. They've got to get forward. Luke Downs. Now Fraser. It's a long one over the back line, and Benji Adamarko looking to use that scintillating pace. Trying to round Thomas, and Thomas got enough of the ball. He did take Adamarko out, but he got the ball first. Yassen. And Luke Downs leaning into the side. Yassen taken off his feet. We're halfway through added time. 2.5 minutes have gone. Well, there's been no score update from the Leicester Nirvana or Moulton game since half-time, so I think there may be a problem with the Football Web Pages app there, although our game has been updated to show that Coventry United are 2-1 down, and Yassen is caught offside on the right side of the area and holding up Danny Fraser from starting again. He's got a yellow card for his troubles. It's a bit too late for Christmas cards, ref. Faulkner. Fraser asking, where are the options? We need movement. We need ideas. Wilson's offside. Adamarko isn't. And backs it in no man's land. Benji Adamarko looking to roll it into an empty net. Charlie Jones denies him and screams in fury at the linesman. Well, I think the linesman was too preoccupied with the position of Lewis Wilson. It did look as if Adamarko was straight offside. Well, to be honest, I think Stevie Wonder could have seen it was offside. Even Dan Moore's in there now. It's now or never. Towards Miles. Cleared. Head back towards the goal by Charlie Faulkner and denied again. Last minute of added time. One more delivery. Miles is in there. Moore's in there too. Faulkner headed out as far as Shaw. Can he get the space to shoot? Charlie Shaw pinballing around. They can't get it out. They can now. Downs to Devoyle. Miles is in there. Headed up by Lewis O'Recchi. Here's Benji Adamarko. Dan Moore with the cross. Lewis Wilson and headed away. I think back was getting there anyway, but Aaron Brown had to be sure. How are your nerves? Towards Dan Moore, swing and a miss. And now he's going to get back, but the referee's ended it. Nuneaton hold on. Our last gas winner from Dick Sommel
Coventry United 1.
gives Nuneaton a comeback victory, their second win against Coventry United at the Oval this season. An absolutely enthralling 90 minutes in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Coventry get nothing for their efforts, but it wasn't for the want of trying. Ryan Harkin with the opening goal, but since then Nuneaton took charge. And through Sommel and Kyle Jardine, they have snatched all 3 points, and that's what champions do. If they want to be champions at the end of the season, they need to get results like that. Final score at the Oval, United Counties League Premier Division South. Nuneaton Town 1, Nuneaton Town 2, Coventry United 1. Well, heartbreak for the Red and Greens, but what a performance they put out there. They gave it everything. But it is Nuneaton who deservedly take the spoils at the Oval, and you can feel this place, this terrace is moving. People are that happy. It's not Strictly in here. That's a deserved win for Nuneaton Town. Best of luck to them for the rest of the season. We'll see them again in April at the Butts Park Arena. But 5 straight home matches for Coventry United coming up, where they can hopefully get some momentum. Just a second defeat for Coventry United under the stewardship of Terry Anderson and Luke Morton. Not the way they wanted to end the year, but plenty to build on for Terry Anderson and his red and green side. Highlights will be available tomorrow morning here on the Coventry United TV YouTube channel, and we're back in the new year on the 3rd of January. We'll see you on the other side. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.